Hello there, this is Cookies. I've got turn 78 of MA Naba. Now, we have our magic phase operation with Go to Hell and Horde from Hell, trying to get rid of another Naba uh, super combatant. It's not easy for me to kill them, so I need to try and send them away. We pick up a few gem blocks, and these are mostly just to hold Alquills. Probably kind of late in the game for this, but I mean, they can also be solid little patrollers or something like that. So, yeah, we went ahead and picked up a couple of gem blocks. We did get hit with some more earth elementals, so let's see what he gets. So he finds David Blaine, or Sahir, and this guy's loaded up with some fire gems, so let's see how he does. Nest of Salamanders, good choice. Ooh. Nice Pillar of Fire just in time. Reduced him to size 3, so he couldn't trample. And another Pillar of Fire. So we killed that Earth Elemental. A Dire Portent. Well of Misery goes up. And let's see, 3 red seconds, and we get hit by a... Oh gosh, my voice is giving out. 1 second. Alright, so... Sorry about that. Voice was giving out. So he finds one of my scouts. So that's also okay. I'll kill that. I've been really lucky so far, so we'll see if my luck continues. Dome of Flaming Death goes back up. Raven Feast gets 13 Death Gems. Tunnel of the Lost. Alright, so our first magic phase attack. We have a Horde from Hell. We have our Shaitan. And he's going to attempt to send Third Thug's the Charm off to the Inferno. So let's see how we do. He's brought a fluffer this time, though. He's also made an Earth Elemental. We do kill the Mage. This guy's got no magic leadership, so I feel like... Yeah, so this guy should be dissolving. Yeah, he's in combat, so he kind of took a while to dissolve. The cavemen come back to fight. Our Shaitan is moving up, does lacerating winds, kind of out of range, and then does infernal prism. Cast it on the right guy. Oh, that turns into damage reversal. And now infernal prism. There we go. Alright, so we send that one off. Alright. And our blood hunting continues. Now, we do fail to steal this guy. So this is an Adept of the Iron Order. He's diseased. But he does have some bodyguards, some sentinels. Let's see how we do. So we're going to do Nest of Salamanders. A bit of a chaff wall. Smokeless Flame. Kills 2 of the sentinels. Garrus, meanwhile, is doing buffs. So we've got Body Ethereal, Iron Skin, Gift of Cheated Fate, and now Flying Shards that just came flying across the screen. This guy is fatigued out. Ooh, but one of the little salamanders has gotten back to him. It's going to struggle to hit him because he does have 16 protection now, and Fate, and Ethereal. So he's got a pretty good buff script here. Just waiting for someone to hit something. Or for my guy to wake up. Alright, so he's going to do Pillar of Fire. Kills the last Sentinel. Goes back to sleep. And now the two other Salamanders can move up. So they should be a little more likely to hit. I think they have armor negating. Oh, it's armor piercing. Extra effect on damage. Okay. So it's probably going to have to come down to the Shaitan. He's busy doing Mist Form. Oh, we land a hit. And he dies from poison. Alright, so it just took a while. And then we steal another Oracle of the Ancients. So this is amazing. Alright, so now we have two Oracles. And he was taken to Forest of the Pine, which is our retreat route, which is good, rather than underground. And now we've got a fight in Ulm. So we have Anfar, the Adept of the Silver Order, and a few other mages going up against all this army. Like Winds, Blood Rain, Darkness. So he's renamed his Wraithlord to Cookies Give Me Back My Air Gems. In honor of the False Pretenders, where I mistakenly did a double empower on a Wraithlord that Lucid did not want and wasted about 30 air gems. So I got scolded a little bit for that, for wasting air gems. And so I renamed our Wraithlord in that one, kind of harkening back to the Roman Empire, where I think it was Varus. Varus gave me back my legions after, I believe he died along with several legions in the German forests at the, I believe, the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest. So a little bit of a fun reference. So, kind of like a double reference almost. Let's see if we can find him. Let's see if he's air empowered him. So that's what I would expect. Oh, that's Don't Look at Me Cookies. I'm looking at the wrong guy. I need to find the Wraithlord. Here we go. He has not empowered him in air, so maybe someday he'll earn his title and be empowered in air. But yeah, full-on army against a couple of elementals. This looks kind of like a gem bait almost. And you can see they've pulled out all the gems from this army. Maybe something good to do to try and avoid that is maybe have some of these Frost Fiends on just attack rear. You don't have to do all of them, but some of them would probably be pretty good for avoiding that. Maybe you could do a mix with a few Storm Demons for a little melee party, just to get lightning and cold damage in there. Be a lot harder to thuck against. But yeah, goes ahead and takes care of that, and kills a few things. Does Gem Burn, kills a living statue, a couple of Emerald Knights, a few Demon Knights, and one Sorgina. This is probably just auras from different things killing each other. So some heat auras or cold auras, like these Frost Fiends. Alright. And then we have our big battle in Mountains of Mist. So we're storming here. We did not get gem baited outside the fort. Here is our army, a tremendous number of troops. We've got a lot of blood slaves here. We've got some giants in the back. We've got some evocation bait. We've seen the script for my army a few times now. On the walls here, we have these big, sacred, ancient stone hurlers with 28 damage boulders. So they're going to be a pain in the ass, and there's a bunch of them. We have a lot of defenders of the hall. And for the main stack, we do have some great olms. We have a bunch of sentinels and a bunch of golem crafters. So golem crafters are going to provide evocations and buffs, along with these adepts of the Iron Order, providing astral magic on top of the earth magic. And we've got an astral 4 golem here hanging out here too. So we'll see how we do. Let's go ahead and take a look at what he's casting. So we've got a bunch of summon earth power, and we're setting up a small communion. Looks like the golem is going to be the communion master. So it should put him up to like astral 6 perhaps. You can see our life for lives mostly targeted just stuff up in front rather than coming back here and like picking out some stuff back here. You see some imps starting to fly in, so it looks like he's put up Storm as part of his communion. He's identified that as important for keeping my army from jumping all over his. Now, I was doing a very delayed soaring our army cast because I need to make sure my guys get all their buffs so they can actually kill his. So yeah, we'll check that in just a little bit. You can see some of those buffs still coming out. Our thug does get back here though, because he just did Phoenix Pyre and fly in. So he's going to go ahead and start fighting already. The giants have waited to front. They're going to start wailing on these defenders of the halls. This guy, he's got a limp, but otherwise he's fine. So he's going to harass the back lines. Still have some big magics coming out. Alright, let's see how we're doing on our buffs. Round 5. So I think we still have some big buffs to come out still. So Wailing Winds now comes out. We've got Relief, Light of the Northern Star. Agartha has Storm. Let's see. Alright, Army of Mist. So let's see what our guys look like when they're buffed. So 32 hit points, 21 protection, 16 magic resist. He's got Arrowfen to help protect him from boulders. He's got Weapons of Sharpness. He's enlarged, so he hits at 15 attack for 30 damage, which is enough to damage these statues. Especially if he has the, yeah, because he's got the Weapons of Sharpness tag. So for instance, one of these statues, so 27 protection, does have the slash resistance, but 30 damage will punch through that, so they'll take chip damage, and a few of them hitting them should be able to outdo regen. Thought they could get, yeah, so these ones have 32 protection. They're a little bit more buffed. All of our preaching has reduced their HP, and in turn their regen, so that's been a really important part of this. We have done a little bit of body ethereal casting, so we've got a couple of giants getting back here. So we've got this forest giant, we've got this hill giant. And we've also thrown up Mist of Deception to get things like these illusions to come in and help us. You can see they've killed our Phoenix Pyre Thug once, but I believe he's still up. Let's see if I can find him. So this guy's been petrified. He's got 13 MR, so he has an okay chance to survive, but it's not that great. This guy's, the Unanimator has come in with, so he's also ethereal. He's got his Gate Cleaver, so you can get through the wall. Here's our Phoenix Pyre Thug. He's up against the gate now. The important thing, though, is this guy back here, I believe, is the Stormcaster, and he's routed to Wailing Winds. So we get a very lucky check early in the combat, around 13 or so. And you can see now, Storm is down. Our army now can fly right over the walls. So unfortunately no one jumps on these Olms, but we should be cleaning up that front line defense very soon now. We've got a bunch of stuff on the statues and golem crafters in the back. He's doing Word of Stone. That's a Petrify Smite, but I mean, they're also high enough Earth they can just cast Petrify, potentially. Depending on, yeah, if they had Earth boosters on some of them. See some big Blade Winds coming out. Bunch of stuff back here. Not everything, I think, got the flight buff. But, I mean, most of our stuff can fly right now. See this Janguard fighting off a bunch of Great Olms. He's also been fluffed with Ethereal. So he's done an okay job holding back the assault. Although the life drain is a magic attack, so never mind. Ethereal's not helping him there. See like the Shaitan Thug here. So we do have a few thugs mixed in. That was a very late Bloodlust. Not sure if we needed it. I thought we... Oh, because a bunch of new imps had formed. That's why he cast Bloodlust. It's interesting for off-script casting. So these imps are a lot more dangerous now. We can take a look at one of them. So now they're doing 13 damage. So they're not going to be able to kill statues, but they can definitely kill some of these golem crafters, especially with a couple of lucky rolls. And we're gonna start working down the rest of these guys. You can see some of his commanders are routed, but not all of them. So we slowly work our way through these statues. They are so hard to kill, especially as they get ethereal put on them by these iron adepts. This was a dangerous moment. One of our Malika. So she was on the communion. She did her script, and then she was supposed to fire. But she ran out of ammunition. Now she's charged in. So, but she only has a bronze stagger. So, and she's right next. She was right next to this big Oracle of the Earth, or Tomb Oracle, whatever they're called. So she could have bit the dust right there, pretty easily. But yeah, we end up winning this one. So let's go ahead and see how we did. So we found some Earth Boots and 2 Astral Boosters, which is great for us because our Astral income was so bad for so long. This helps make up for a little bit of that. We managed to get through this without losing any of our thugs or any of our mages somehow. And so our thugs picked up a fair number of kills. We got 18 out of the Shaitan. Our Freeds each managed to get around 6 on average. Janamir's picked up 11. Even this Banu Salak got 10 kills. Archdevil got 18. So we picked up a number of decent kills off of our thugs. And even our troops did a lot better. So if you remember last time, we lost like 100 troops. And they killed 6 statues, or just 6 of something, maybe no statues. But now, with a better buff setup, they've done a lot better. So 85 managed to kill 18, losing 3. The Forest Giants killed 58, losing 2. Hill Giants killed 19, losing 1. Even the Hin did okay. They killed 2, lost 3. And the Vanguard killed 52, losing 10. They do hit a little less hard than the Adites, but there was a lot more of them, I think was the thing. And then we lost a Pale One, and we lost our Thralls that we threw up at the front. And in exchange, we managed to kill, was this 38 mages, one of which was a big golem. So 5 oracles. Yeah, they are oracles. All right, so we killed 5 oracles, 5 adepts. So that's 10 slow to recruit mages, an expensive golem. We killed 158 sentinels, and the sentinels, goodness gracious, they still killed 130 of my troops. But I think most of those were summoned imps. So I do think we did a lot better this time, but man, they just take a toll on you, these sentinels. And the Shard Guard did okay. Shard Whites did okay, but there just wasn't very many of them. And so, yeah, we finally used our far superior position in terms of resources to secure a big win on Agartha in terms of reducing his mage count. So with this victory, we'll start being able to push into the underground. Now down there, we do have to be a lot more careful. His god is still around, and he still has oracles and golem crafters, a lot of potential earthquake casters, and earthquake is very dangerous in the caves. So this is by no means over, but I think we've taken away his overworld seizing capabilities. So now it's time to see if we can push into the underground, and maybe we can secure that using a combination of assassins and misdirection. All right, so moving on to, I guess we have 3 events. One in Scrap Point, we get some Turmoil. Demons have manifested. Remember a couple of turns ago, we had some people worshipping demons, so it looks like that has come to harass us, and one of our mages got a few imps. And then darkness is coming in a few turns. So first up in Scrap Point, it looks like some storm demons, and they're just fighting a little bit of PD at the moment, so they're actually gonna cause us some problems here. Our PD does manage to kill 1, and then the PD commander gets sniped and everyone runs. Alright. And let's see. And we get a large number of people in Usuri, which is nice. And we pick up a couple of assassins. So we lost the Master Assassin previously. I think we're having... I think either I didn't have enough gold or I wasn't able to rebid him in enemy territory, but gone ahead and rebid them, and we're picking up the Whispering Legion to go ahead and get Velvet Ocean rather than sending a thug. It was a little bit. I've been worried about sending a thug down there because a lot of my thugs have fire and blood magic, and neither of those really work well underwater. And I don't think Mist Form is strong enough to handle potentially a bunch of Kalulu, so I'd need a strong kit. And I've been sending a lot of my kits up here to fight. So this is perfect. I can just send this guy down here with a bunch of ghosts and kill these Kalulu. So this will be trivial for them. Alright. So first up, we need to get these Storm Demons off our fort. We're going to go ahead and preach for a turn here. We've got our little collection of Earth Mages, Pebbleborn here, who's an Earth 4. So that's crazy. And we've seized Mountains of Mist. So we're going to go ahead and head underground. We're going to 3 red seconds a fort here in Tunnels of the Lost. So I have a kind of like a beachhead, that's the word, into the underground from both of the tunnel exits that Agartha has. So hopefully from there I can figure out and punch through and take the rest of Agartha. This guy's gonna site search because there's a fort coming in, so he should be safe. This guy's gonna sneak up here. We're gonna go ahead and ping Agartha and just move a bunch of stuff underground. Is pretty much what we're doing there. In terms of other stuff, so you can see Vanarus has taken all of this, and this is the last fort they need to take from Balin, who's playing Abyssia. Or we wish him a good game. We're forging another Bloodstone. We're getting a Cornucopia this time from this lady. We are doing a Infernal Tempest, a 3 red seconds. We're casting Raven Feast, building another Cauldron to hide our blood economy. Forging some more Bloodthorns, some Boots of Youth, getting some blood hunting going. Here as well, have we fixed this? Yes, we have fixed this. So now we're patrolling with those Serpent Fiends. And continuing to do a little bit of site searching, and this guy's going to build a temple here in Pulmania. And these locusts are going to sit here and try to heretic away this Dominion here. So I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and do Carrion Reanimation. So I think I'm all set there. And yeah, I think I'm good. So not a heck of a lot happening this turn. Well, aside from the big fight. But in terms of movement, not much is happening. We're just moving on towards the next fight. And see what we can do there. And I think that's it for this one. You can see Man continuing to take forts off of Asphodel. Yeah, I'll go ahead and see you in turn 79, which I believe is my current turn. Finally caught up for this recording session. And so yeah, let's jump into the current turn and see what I'm thinking there. Have a good one.